السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأزواجه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين، أما بعد. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when he was doing his work of da'wah, inviting people to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there were a lot of obstacles on Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam's way. But the worst obstacle was a group of people in Medina Munawwarah. You know who that group was? That was not the group of the disbelievers, the Yahud of Medina or the Kuffar of Medina. That was the group of those who claimed to be believers, but in reality, they did not accept Islam from their heart. As we groups of people in Medina Munawwarah in general. Number one, those who accepted Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam wholeheartedly. They obeyed him, they followed him, they accepted all of his orders and commands. Number two, who upfront rejected everything from Rasulullah alayhi wasallam. They didn't believe in Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Disbelievers, kuffar, mushrikeen, Yahud, and other groups. The third group was of those who, with their word of mouth, they pretended that they were Muslims. They pretended that they were believers, but in reality, they had not accepted Islam from their heart. So their heart was rejecting it, and they themselves were outwardly, for whatever reason, they had their own reasons, multiple reasons, for whatever reason, they were trying to pretend to be Muslims. So they used to pray with Muslims. They used to be with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, sit in his gatherings, be with other Sahaba ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'een. It wasn't easy to distinguish between these people and the true Sahaba ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'een. But there were some signs that made this distinction very easy. One of those very clear signs that distinguished between this group of people and the true Sahaba ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'een was that these people would always talk against Sahaba, keep on talking against the Muslims of that time. They would try to find faults in them, accuse them of things, and if they find out anything wrong about any of the Sahaba, of any Muslims of that time, they would just try to spread it out, make a news out of it. This was the sign of those munafiqeen. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was watching these things. And he was very intelligent. He was able to distinguish between these and the true Sahaba. And one day, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam went on the minbar as narrated by Imam Ahmad and Imam Tirmizi rahimahumullah in his Sunan, on the authority of Sayyidina Abu Barzah al-Aslami radiyallahu anhu, who says Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam came out and made this announcement. يا معشر من آمن بلسانه ولم يدخل الإيمان قلبه. O you people who have claimed Iman with your tongue only, and Iman have not yet entered into your heart. You can see Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam frustration in these words. O you who believe and claim to be believers only with your tongue, and there is no Iman in your heart. How do we know you? لا تغتابوا المسلمين. Do not backbite Muslims. Which means this group of people are in the habit of backbiting Muslims. تَبِعُوا عَوْرَاتَهُمْ. And don't go after the faults and the mistakes of Muslims. So this was the second thing that this group was doing, that they're trying to go out of the faults go after the faults of Muslims, trying to find faults in people, and then keep on talking about it, expose people. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam warning them said, فَإِنَّهُ مَنِ اتَّبَعَ عَوْرَاتَهُمْ يَتَّبِعُ اللَّهُ عَوْرَتَهُ. Whoever will go after the faults and the shortcomings of Muslims, Allah will expose that person. And if Allah will expose the person, will humiliate that person even within his